Mr. Hobbs Kessler, a lot of people at home are saying that this event is made for yourself, the only man to semi-final in Paris in the 800 meters and finals in the 1500 as well. How are you feeling about your debut?
I'm feeling pretty excited. I was pretty bummed to not be chosen as a racer, so I think it's time to prove myself here and that I belong and can compete in these races.
Okay, so this is your opportunity on the spot. What does success look like for you this weekend?
Winning.
Yes, that's what we want to hear. What have you learned by watching these guys, dare I say, make a few mistakes along the way?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is just putting yourself in the races. Especially as a 15 guy in the 8, that's something I'm really looking to do is participate in the race, be up front with the 8 guys, and not be intimidated.
That first 200 meters, who's going to be leading the pack?
I'm not sure who's going to be leading the first 100, but I'm hoping that I'm going to be leading the last 100.
Ooh, that was a good. Let's give that a round of applause. Yes, Marco, on the spot. Go on, Josh, you got a lot to live up to here.
I'm just watching Marco run 800s. I'm having a blast. Yeah, I think, the 800 for us changing from the 15 to 800 first, I think is going to bring a whole new dynamic for this event group, and I think it's going to be, incredibly exciting.
And what did it mean for you when you were crowned champion? Because we saw you were exuberant, we saw a release. It's a big thing.
Yeah, I mean, I signed up to this league, nearly a year ago. I think I had my first meeting a year ago last week, and so being able to get a win and validate why I'm in this league and why I want to, be the face of this league, I think is important.
Josh, Hoey, $100,000 US on the line, a lot up for grabs.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I think I'm expecting the races to be extremely tough because of that, and I'm excited about the incentive. But I think at the end of the day, it's just there's a lot of egos in here too, and I think that's going to play into it.
Who's going to come second overall on Sunday?
I'm going to say Marco.
I'll say Hobbs.
I got to give this one to Hobbs as well.
I'll vote for Marco as well.
Okay.
He's good at getting second in these events.
Okay, then.
Come on, you worked.
So he's leading you on points, though. So what's going on?
Well, that's what I was rudely told right after I finished. Is I won with the least amount of points in Grand Slam history. So that was pretty cool.
Obviously, you are the defending champ from Miami. You had a PR in the hurdles, or matched a PR. Had a PR in the 100. How are you building on that momentum for this slam?
I didn't really know what to expect coming into Grand Slam about a few weeks ago, and now I know what to expect. So I'm really excited to show out here in Franklin Field. It's my first time, and repeat. And
Cordell, you opened up the outdoor season with a bang. You had a phenomenal 2 weeks. You beat Grant Holloway. Then you come back, you run 12:87, world lead, fastest anyone has ran at this point in the season. How are you feeling?
I honestly just feel like me. I'm just coming into the season the way I thought I would before, but it's just a matter of getting comfortable with being a pro and all the things that come with it. So in order to get to this point, I've just been me the whole time, been enjoying it.
Freddie, I think you've come third in both of the hurdle races so far in the slams, but then in the 100, we kind of see a little big dip. So what?
Big dip.
I'm sorry, Freddie. I'm sorry. We're here. We're here.
Okay.
But how have you changed your training, if you've changed your training, to up that 100? Because obviously the hurdles are there. So are you going into training okay, I need to get this 100 up for a Grand Slam, or are you doing what you always do?
So I'm doing what I always do. I do think I ran 13:09 in Miami. That's a lot faster than I've run that early as well. I think a lot of it for me is comfortability. I made a big jump from the first Grand Slam in the 100 to the second, and I think with confidence, with reps, and just doing it over and over, I will get better with it. I think my fitness levels are great. I think my speed is great. I ran 13:0 this year already, and it's really just about executing and being more confident in my 100, and I think it's getting there.
What the world is, I cannot wait to watch this. How are you feeling about the 100 meters?
I'm excited. It's definitely new. It's a new feeling. Block starts were fascinating to me, trying to get out of the blocks fast. But I think it's a great opportunity to just see where I'm at, switch up training, I love challenging myself in these kinds of ways, and I'm up against the best of the best in their respective events. So yeah, I'm excited to see what I do too. I always want to win. That's always the goal. Always. That's why we're all here. And that's just a matter of you executing your race and your plan that you and your coach have set out to do.
And then in terms of the hurdles event, what's your approach with that? I mean, the times were filthy in Miami.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just, it's sprint hurdles. I'm so used to having a little bit more room in between, but it's definitely just about quick turnover, me focusing on myself, being a little bit taller, just executing properly, and yeah, making sure those last few hurdles, I'm just on my game.
And then Danielle, for you, does it matter the order, whether it's 100 hurdles, then flat, or flat 100 hurdles?
Yes, it does.
Which do you prefer?
I am going to do my event first. Because hurdles is pretty deep. It's the most competitive event in track and field. And 1 through 8, anybody could win. I mean, if you put a second heat, 1 through 8, 1 through 15, anybody could win. But I know in the flat 100, there's not 8 people that's going to beat me in the flat 100.
When you looked across at the clock, what was going through your head at that point?
I won the 100K. But in Miami, I just feel like the environment was like really good, and I just turned 23 on Tuesday. So when I went to practice, I was just like, Coach, like I need that $100,000, and then he was just like, yeah, you need it, but you got to do what you need to do. So you got to go out there and then show them that you're really good at the 100, and everything will like play into place. And then I was just like, yeah. Going pro was like really challenging, like my first 2 years, to be honest. But I feel like for this year, it's just more of like fun and like stuff like that. And at the end of the day, money comes and money goes. So I can't really focus on that. Like I have to focus on like becoming a better athlete as the year go by for like younger generation coming up. Be like, I want to be like that. I want to be more than what the sport has to offer.
And Sydney, final part. Is it annoying being Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone at times when everyone thinks you step onto a track, any distance you compete in, you're going to win, you're going to dominate, medal around your neck before you've even competed? Is that hard?
It's only as hard as you let it be. I think it's great for the sport. It's great for just bringing excitement to whatever it is I'm trying to do. But yeah, I don't pay too much attention to it because I've heard there's quite a few articles out there already. So yeah, I try not to read those and just focus on what I'm here to execute and do.
Last year was just so fun because I felt like I was the underdog the whole season. And there's a really fun position to be in. You're just gaining momentum. You have no pressure on your back, but training's been going really well. And so this year's an adjustment. Once you win an Olympic medal, you're not really an underdog anymore. So I am just focusing on training, and it's been going well, and I'm just excited to get out and compete.
It's obviously a really good test for the World Championship trials, like the U.S. Championships, because it's a lot of good American distance runners in there. So hopefully just getting like a pulse check on my tactics and then my closing speed. But honestly, I just want to come out and open up the season, have a lot of fun, and just compete really well because it's a long way to July and August, and even longer way to September.
Yeah, I think the approach to this outdoor season is just finding the deficiencies in my training and my racing and trying to work on them and correct them. I am admittedly a flat 400 hater. I'm working on that because when I got into track, I was a 100-meter hurdler. I don't know if this is the right time to pitch it, but Grand Slam, I would love a 100-meter hurdle, 400-meter hurdle double. If you just want to mix it up, Jasmine Jones is clapping. Thank you. I know you get me. So you with it? Y'all with? Anyway.
But yeah, no, I mean, it means the world to come back here because this is kind of sort of where my dream of becoming a pro athlete and really doing the thing started here on Franklin Field. And I mean, my freshman year of high school, I came to Penn Relays, and I've been to Penn Relays for every year except for this last year, so it was sad to be away. But yeah, there's something special in the air here in Philly. I always talk about how it is a city of brotherly love, and I really have felt that community every second that I've been here, and I was so grateful to be here undergrad. Yeah, so it's honestly beautiful to be back, and I'm really excited to kind of show up for the home crowd once more.